Good morning, New Caden High School. I'm Sydney Sibilia.
And I'm John Frieders.
Coming to you live from the NCTV studio. John, isn't this your first time ever being main anchor?
It sure is, Sydney, and I'm super excited to be here today. On today's show, we've got the highly anticipated spring musical, important updates on junior prom, and lots of shout-outs for the Performing Arts Department.
Well, it's great to have you here, but before we get into all of that, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
As you guys might have noticed from all the decorations in the lobby, the Winter Musical opens tomorrow. The Drowsy Chaperone is about a showgirl, Janet Vandergraaf, played by senior Annabelle Murphy, who plans to give up her career to marry an oil tycoon, Robert Martin, played by junior Henry Tate. However, Janet is a star of Celtic's Follies, and a lot of money is riding on her name to sell the show. This extremely comical show jumps in and out of reality as the man in the chair, played by senior Drew Bench, tells a story about his favorite Broadway musical, The Drowsy Chaperone. Opening night is tomorrow at 7 p.m., following 2 more shows on Saturday. Make sure to get your tickets today, and I can't wait to see you all there.
That's right, Sydney. I already bought my tickets, and if you want to come see the hilarious show, tickets can be bought at newcanaanhighschooltheater.com. Juniors, another ticket you might want to buy is the Junior Prom ticket. This exciting event is approaching fast. Junior Prom is on April 5th from 7 to 10 p.m. at the Italian Center in Stamford, and the theme is A Night Under the Stars. Tomorrow is the last day to buy tickets, so make sure you get them. They are $85 per person, and you can purchase them at My School Bucks. Table selection will be from Friday to Monday through a Google form, and make sure to check your inbox for directions on how to fill it out.
Wow, that's great. And I already bought my dress, so I'm good for senior prom. Speaking of senior prom, we are starting to get into that fundraising mood. Ram Jam is next Friday on March 22nd at 7 p.m. in the auditorium. Tickets are on sale now at the PFA website for $20. You can also purchase tickets at the door for $25 using Venmo, cash, or card. This is the biggest post-prom fundraiser of the year, so please buy tickets to support your senior class. It's going to be a very exciting night with a variety of skits, student band performances, and of course the infamous fashion show.
The color drop is coming up on March 23rd at 10 a.m. It's at Waveney Park, and everyone is welcome to come. A helicopter will release 2,000 balls over a target, and each ball will be numbered individually, and the participant whose ball lands closest to the target will be the winner of the grand prize. The donations are needed based for college scholarships for NCHS graduates. Moving towards the arts, this is a reminder that tomorrow night at 5 p.m. is the opening reception for Through Our Eyes art show. Taking place at the Carriage Barn at Waveney, pieces of artwork will be selected from both current and previous classes, along with winners and nominations for the 2024 Scholastic Art Awards being announced. Food and drink will be available throughout the night, as well as music, so please make sure to don't miss it.
At the end of February, 12 of our vocalists traveled to Providence to rehearse and perform with the American Choral Directors Association Honors Choir as part of the Eastern Division Conference. These singers submitted audition recordings last fall and were some of the few chosen from over 1,000 applicants to participate in the Weekend of Music. The Honors Choir included singers from the 13 states in the eastern region of the U.S. During the 4-day convention, they sang with nationally renowned instructors from Miami, Texas, and Yale University, and met multiple composers. It was an incredible learning experience for the singers who represented our district. Congratulations to these NCHS choir members on this accomplishment.
The choir aren't the only ones making breakthroughs in the world of performing arts. The band also made an equally great accomplishment. On March 1st, the jazz band attended the Darien High School Jazz Festival, where they were able to perform some of the pieces they've been working on this year. Not only was it a chance for students to perform, but they also received feedback from judges. Only 3 awards were given out on that night, and one of them went to NCHS's own freshman Allison Stiles, who won the award for Best Alto Saxophone Solo. Both the band and the choir have been working really hard this year, so keep up the great work, guys.
Hey juniors, the SAT is coming up, with testing beginning on Tuesday, March 19th, and makeup dates during the week of March 25th. This is a mandated assessment for all juniors, even if you have previously taken the SAT. Only 11th grade students need to report to school for testing by 8 a.m. on March 19th. An abbreviated school day for all other students will begin at 11 a.m. However, seniors will participate in training activities for internship senior projects before this. Good luck, juniors.
Seniors, make sure your internship contract and emails to your supervisors are in. Internships are quickly approaching, and there are some important dates to mark on your calendar. Your site supervisor's email and phone number were sent out to you in the email 2 weeks ago, but if you cannot find it, go to the Senior Internship portal on ClassLink because the information is posted there as well. It is crucial to email your supervisor so they can learn more about you and so you can discuss times. Tuesday, March 19th is the mandatory internship training in the Wagner Room with the 2 times based on last names. There will be 2 speakers discussing how to make the most of your internship, personal branding, workplace etiquette, and give tips for your resumes. The first speaker will be Ms. Meckler, an entrepreneur, content creator, and an NCHS alumni class of 2010. The second, Ms. Schoon, is a talent advisor and executive coach. There will be a Q&A at the end. Ms. Delmazio will go over some helpful guidelines on how SIP works. The training will be engaging and informative, and if that's not enough to convince you, it is mandatory. The second training is May 20th, the day before internships. I know that was a lot of information, so please mark your calendars.
Attention juniors, the Writing Center is again hosting 2 college essay workshops with Ms. Trimble on March 20th and April 3rd. The first workshop will help students brainstorm topics for their admissions essay, and the second workshop will help students select an appropriate organizational structure. The workshops will be held over Zoom from 7 to 8:30 p.m., and the links will be sent over email.
As you guys can tell from all the newspapers around the school, the NCHS Courant just released their new March issue yesterday. This issue features a dance team spotlight, drama fest recap, and some new teachers here at NCHS. It also includes some fun segments as well, so make sure to pick up your copy from around the school. Or because I know every single one of you guys are screenagers, download the Courant app to see the stories from this issue and even more content, including blogs and podcasts.
I will definitely make sure to download the new app and see all the news and other things around town that I haven't been updated on in a while. Well, that was definitely a lot of news, so why don't we turn it over to Caden and Leslie on sports to see how our Rams have been wrapping up their winter seasons. Caden?
Thanks, John and Sydney. It's state playoff season here in New Canaan, and we got some teams that have made some insane runs. On that note, we have lots to fill you in on. How's it going, folks? I'm Caden Leslie here to give you your Rams Sports Report. Girls hockey finished their season with a dominant 22-3 record. Last Wednesday, the girls traveled all the way up to Quinnipiac for the state championship game. This game was a must-see championship matchup versus the highly touted Stanford West Hill Staples co-op team. Let's roll the tape. Both teams came in with their eyes on the prize, boasting their star freshman goalies, New Canaan's Mason Callahan and SWS's McCaffrey Tuttle. Both goalies got settled in early, making key saves. Just over midway in the first period, Callahan makes this incredible cross-crease save. Let's slow this one down real quick. She's going to save the first shot from the slot and then deny the rebound with ease. New Canaan was the team to break the 0-0 tie before the first period intermission, though. Here's senior captain Lexi Tolley from the point with an absolute rocket, beating Tuttle top right with no chance of that shot being saved. With the Rams up 1-0 going into the second, the girls kept this momentum up, exchanging scoring opportunities. Neither goalie, however, was budging. Callahan stood tall, shown in this glove save right here. This was one of her 22 saves on the night. But after a scoreless second period, New Canaan would take the lead into the third, doubling it just 2 minutes into the period. Here's freshman Maddie Rayer capitalizing off the rebound from the first shot by Fiona Curry. Rayer gets the rebound right in front of the net, putting the Rams up 2-0. New Canaan would play lockdown defense for the rest of the third period, and then with 1:28 remaining, junior Maddie Tolley would seal the deal with this empty netter from mid-ice, securing the 9th state championship in program history. Congratulations to the team, and a special congratulations to freshman Mason Callahan, who was named Player of the Tournament. This was on top of her recent All-State and All-FCAC team awards. Again, congratulations to the girls for cementing their place in New Canaan High School hockey history as the 2024 state champions. The championships on the ice continue with the boys hockey team. The question is, will the boys be able to follow suit at the state level? In a back-and-forth FCAC championship versus Richfield, the boys took the game to overtime. During overtime, on a rebound from Elliott Croft, Max Lowe put it in to win the title 3-2. Fresh off the FCAC championship, the boys set their eyes on states. They played in the state quarterfinal game where they rolled Greenwich by a score of 7-0. They advanced in a dominant fashion. The boys now look to end their 52-year state championship drought as they take on Darien tonight in the semifinal. So everyone better make the drive up to Quinnipiac and pack the barn. Boys swim and dive have one more meet left on Saturday. However, last night they lit up state finals, winning their 4th state championship in a row. It all started with the 2 medley relay, consisting of Eric Wong, Deacon Mascarenas, Jack Haley, and Ollie Carr, who broke the school and Class L record. Senior Nate Codd podiumed in both of his events, winning the 100-meter butterfly and placing 3rd in the 50 freestyle. However, the arguable MVPs were Deacon Mascarenas and Jack Haley. Deacon won the state championship in both the 100-meter freestyle, and he broke the record in the 100 breaststroke. Mascarenas then anchored the 400 freestyle relay, solidifying the meet for the Rams. Haley got runner-up in both the 200 and 500 free, breaking both of his own school records. For this, Deacon or Jack, you are our Rams of the Week. Congratulations, boys, and if you would like to nominate a future Ram of the Week, email nctv78@gmail.com. After a very successful season and making it to the FCIAC Championship, girls basketball season came to an end after a second-round loss in the state playoffs. Despite dominating Guilford in round 1, winning 62-41, they fell to Masick in round 2, losing 40-32. Even though they lost, the girls put together a historic season, one to be proud of. They finished the season 13-7 and made it to the FCIAC final for the first time ever. NCTV's Danielle O'Malley spoke to head coach Kim Palmer about her thoughts on the season. Here's what she had to say.
This was one of our best seasons yet in New Canaan history. We played a total of 25 games this year, which has been the most games ever played in a girls basketball program at New Canaan. We made the FCIAC finals, which New Canaan has never done before. Our seniors this year were awesome. They came, to practice every day and worked hard. Our younger players looked up to our seniors. It's been a really fun season, and I couldn't be any more prouder of everybody in the program, and the growth that they've shown from start to finish is really commendable. So it was fun for me. I know fun for my coaching staff, and hopefully our seniors are proud of the legacy that they left.
Thanks, Coach Palmer, and congrats, girls, on a great season. Now it's time for some quick hits. Boys basketball finished their season with an 8-12 regular season record. The boys lost 47-62 to Bunnell in the first round of states, cutting their season short. They look forward to next season with the development of many talented underclassmen. Boys wrestling had a very successful season, finishing 15-6 with key contributors like Trey Kopp, who finished 6th in the Class L. Head coach Paul Gallo reflected on the past season, giving NCTV's Will Sexton his final thoughts.
We had a great season. We were 14-9. We were competitive in all of our dual meets. The one really good thing about this team is we had depth. We had a lot of sickness this year. Someone else had to step up and wrestle varsity because the varsity guy was out sick or injured. So I was really proud of how hard we wrestled with the young guys, where we had to put freshmen out there at the varsity level to fill in.
With nationals taking place in Boston this past weekend, girls indoor track has officially come to an end. Junior thrower Lauren Smith and freshman runner Xana Moore qualified for the New Balance Nationals. Although they didn't place, this is quite an accomplishment. Congrats, girls. Now the team will focus their attention on the outdoor season. Although boys indoor track didn't see much action in the postseason, they are still hard at work preparing with unofficial practices after school over the past couple weeks. Hopefully this hard work will translate into good placements in the spring, so good luck, boys. Speaking of which, I know a lot of you have your spring tryouts this weekend, so whether it be lacrosse, softball, baseball, or tennis, I want to wish all of you guys the best of luck. Sydney, Catherine, back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Caden, and good luck to you this lacrosse season. With winter sports finally over, I can finally look forward to playing spring sports and maybe getting some warmer weather. Thankfully, we have Andrew Muller to give us the latest. Andrew, I'm hoping you're going to give us some good news.
Thanks, Sydney. It's been a while since I've been in front of the camera, but I'm finally back, and luckily for you, I have some great news to share. I'm Andrew Muller, here to give you the rest of this week's weather. Today we woke up to temps in the mid-30s and we can look forward to a peak in the low 60s with partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow you can hopefully expect some nice spring weather with a high in the mid-60s and in the low 40s, with of course more partly cloudy skies. To kick off the weekend, Friday is bringing in some showers and the warm weather will still continue as we have a high of 61 degrees and a low of 41. Saturday should be clearing up and cooling down with a high of 53 and a low of 41, which would be a good day for college basketball championships. But Sunday, St. Patrick's Day, looks about the same, but there's going to be a chance of rain. It's going to be a high of 55 and a low of 40. That's all for me today, and hopefully you guys are getting excited for spring. Have a great rest of your week, NCHS. John, Sydney, back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Andrew, and I'm so glad that we're going to have warmer weather coming up.
I agree. I have to say I'm pretty happy too. I can't wait for winter to end. So don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at NCTV78 and subscribe to our YouTube channel also at NCTV78.
Before we go, we'd like to wish a very happy birthday to Alexander Bisot and Miss Wojnik.
We leave you now with NCTV in the Wild, a parody of the Planet Earth series. Have a great rest of your week, NCHS.
Since Darwin's time, the natural world has rapidly evolved, unveiling new species and intricate ecosystems. Technological advances and global collaborations fuel this ongoing transformation and ever-changing mosaic. Some environments still remain unknown to the world, and today we're going to look at one of those, the TV broadcasting environment. Come with me.
We first observe a specimen known as Anovius, the king of the environment. This specimen is only one of two observed in this region. This specimen does the most to maintain the ecosystem of the TV room, and is very skilled at controlling the other three species that inhabit his kingdom.
We're on 40K. Let's go.
Yeah, 40K, already passed Kareem. What else does he need to do to be the greatest of all time?
I can't even.
What are you guys doing here? This is our space.
What are you talking about? Sports always meets here. No one's trying to watch the news.
Really? When was the last time you guys had a Ram of the Week?
Oh yeah? You want to say that to my face? Maybe I will.
Maybe we all will.
Oh yeah?
News, man! Hey.
Just look at the way he can manage those two groups. It's quite remarkable.
Sports stays here. News over there. Now.
Let's go.
Come on, Knob. Rats.
Probably the most common and important species in the TV room is the Novus group, more commonly known as the news department. Here we can see the elder of the news group teaching their young how to write their stories.
Hey, this isn't the Quran. This is NCTV.
An important part of developing into adulthood. The Novus species has developed a unique pack dynamic, making them very efficient, meaning they can finish their stories quickly and effortlessly. As we observe the TV environment, we can see a quite profound species working quietly in its habitat. The species known as the Sportaceans, or sports group, plays a vital role in the TV room and is a key component in the success of the environment.
If we wait patiently, we can see the sports group performing one of their most important rituals.
Sportaceans are generally solitary creatures, but when stories become suddenly plentiful, they come together in an unstoppable force.
All right, boys, pick your story. Hey, give me that!
Yes, I got one!
We're now going to head to our last group, the least common group in the TV ecosystem.
The Ludus, or entertainment group. The Ludus are very social creatures, and they are commonly seen sitting around talking to each other about completely pointless things. Here we can see a small pride of the Ludus on the hunt for students and teachers to interview for their latest project. Their normal hunting grounds are now barren, however, and so the pride must continue its search, which usually ends in a bountiful hunt.
Shh! We have to be a bit quiet, but this is the exact spot where the creative group will hibernate after long periods of time after a broadcast.
Despite their common laziness, they always manage to complete their tasks, often at the last minute, making them key to the TV ecosystem.
Yo, Dad, we got the broadcast! Joaquin, wake up! Owen, we got the broadcast!
Today, we witnessed a truly special ecosystem. 4 groups working together in a connected family to create that special bond you saw in this documentary today. I hope you enjoyed today's broadcast, and maybe sometime we'll come back. I don't want to. But we hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you all next time.